Hi, this is Miss Andrea. I work for the Children's Museum in Houston and I run their science workshop program. And I'm here courtesy of the Harris County Department of Education, Case for Kids City Connections grant, which is funded by the City of Houston. And the project I'm bringing you today is one that I thought about when I was making soup because I had all these vegetable pieces and I'd heard before that you could grow your own vegetables from vegetable scraps. So then I kind of looked it up and I thought we could learn together. So I went and took some of my vegetable scraps from my soup. That's my potatoes, my carrots, my celery, my cabbage, and I decided to run another little experiment, which was I took my carrot tops. I had two of them, and I put one in water, and you'll see that it's already starting to grow little leaves on it. And then I put one in a pot, and I'm going to see which one does better. If it's better to have it in water until it grows roots, or if it's better to plant it in the ground. So you need about an inch off the carrot top, and then when you put it in the ground, you want to just leave barely any of the top of the carrot showing. I also did that with my celery. I can see that I need to add a little bit of dirt to my celery, and I'll do that right now. Only the top part should really be showing, and that's a growth from 1 week. So you can imagine. I think that my celery is going to be successful. I also did cabbage, but cabbage I didn't know I was going to do this project when I cut the cabbage, and I don't think I cut enough of it. So I don't think the cabbage is going to work. Because I've already planted these, I'm not showing you how I did it. So instead, I'm going to show you two more. There's all kinds of stuff that you can regrow, like tomatoes and onions and lettuce, and there's so many things, all kinds of herbs and stuff that you can regrow from plants that you buy at the grocery store. I mean, from fruit and vegetable you buy at the grocery store. So today I'm going to show you garlic. And one of the reasons I'm doing the garlic is, look, it's already started to sprout, just being in a brown paper bag in my kitchen. And potatoes, because I had those potatoes for my soup. I left them too long and they started to grow. These are called little eyes. So I'm going to show you how to plant those. So first thing I did was I found out that if you put a little bit of screen at the bottom of your plant, it will keep a lot of bugs from coming up into your plant, because bugs are one of the issues that you have when you grow your own food. So I took a little bit of screen, I cut off a corner to cover the hole, and then I put at the bottom of my pot before I start putting dirt. So I'm going to show you how to do the garlic. With the garlic, you got to put your dirt in. And now your dirt has to be really loose soil. And I'm not going to lie to you. You're going to have, if you really want to grow something, you're going to have good soil. So if you can't afford to go buy soil, you have to make your own soil. What you need to do is add compost, leaves, grass clippings, things like that. Don't add wood, because wood takes a long time to decompose and it robs nitrogen. You need nitrogen for your plants. But all the other stuff, leaves and things like that, try to break it down. If you have big leaves, break it down to the smallest pieces you can, and that will add a lot of nutrients to your soil. So you can use the soil that you have at your house, but make sure that you're putting stuff in it, because plants do need a lot of minerals. Okay, the rule with the garlic, from what I understand, is that you have to have a thumb's length down. So you go a thumb's length down, and that's where you're going to put your garlic, and then you're going to cover it up. Now, and then kind of just push it down gently. Now, if you're going to do more than one garlic plant, you have to space them about a hand's width apart. So it's a thumb down and a hand's width apart for the garlic. Whenever you replant anything, you need to put lots of water. So the first time you plant something, you need to water, water, water. And for the next 3 days or so, keep checking the water. Something is planted for the first time or transplanted for the first time, it needs a lot of water. Now, my potatoes actually need a lot of room, and you can get lots of potatoes. I hear potatoes one of the best things to plant. I don't have enough soil or the time right now to show you like on a big container to put it, so I'm going to put it in a small container. Once it starts growing, then I'll transfer it to a bigger container. So I already started putting some soil in here for the sake of time. The eye needs to be up, and with the potato, you have to cover it completely. So when you put your soil on, make sure the eye is up and that your soil covers the entire potato. I think that's pretty good. I'm going to take these and I'm going to water them real good. So I could have potatoes, I could have garlic. Garlic actually takes a long time to grow. I could have celery, I could have lettuce, I could have tomatoes. I won't exactly have carrots because it won't regrow a carrot, but it will regrow the leaves of the carrot, and you can put that in your salad. So I've also seen where people put, my dad used to always have these little cups on the windowsill with toothpicks and an avocado pit trying to grow avocado trees. Well, one day I was trying to make compost. I've never really done it before. One thing about compost is you have to keep turning it. And you have to keep turning it so that it keeps heating up and it gets air and water inside. Well, I got real busy, so I had put tomatoes and I had put carrots and I had put avocados in my compost pit, and I didn't turn it because I was so busy I didn't have time to turn it. Then one day I looked, and there was an avocado tree growing out of my compost. It was the coolest thing, and also I got carrots growing out of there. So I'll tell you the thing about if you I wouldn't suggest doing this because if you grow things out of your compost pile, it's not good. There's a lot of organisms in compost piles that are there to break down everything, and those, if you eat them, will make you sick. So if you grow food out of there, it's not a good idea to eat it. However, that's why I took away the carrots. I put them back in, and I mixed up my compost pile. But I did take the avocado out. This is my avocado tree that started growing out of there. I repotted it because I'm not actually eating the avocado tree. If avocados ever grow out of here, I'll be eating the avocados. So I did replant it, and I've grown a lot of avocado trees out of the. We had a vermiculture at the school, and anytime we put avocados in there, we would get avocado trees coming out of it. So the compost is really, really important. I'm not really much of a green thumb. This is something I'm trying, and I want to show you guys, and I want like you to learn, so that you can grow your own food. That way, you know it's clean, it's healthy, there's no chemicals in it. You know where it's been, and there's nothing like growing your own food. It's like magic. One time I was helping my parents work. They were green thumbs. They could take anything and make it grow. And one time I was helping my mom with her garden, and she told me, "You see that orange over there?" And there was an orange that was kind of rotting. She said, "Can you put that in some soil for me? Just bury it." And so I did, and I was like, I don't know, but she really knew what she was doing. You know, my mom it grew into a tree. My mom actually grew her own trees from seed. She had 4 orange trees at her house. And my dad, he planted pecan trees. My mom loved flowers. She had flowers everywhere. And my dad, he liked to grow food. So this is kind of where my interest came from. But I think right now, in this day and time, it's important. When our food supply is kind of in question, or you're not sure about being able to buy your own fresh food, hey, your own. Let's try this out. I'm willing to try it. Are you willing to try it? I think we should do it. Let's see what happens. I hope you enjoy this project.